New at 6, a swimmer being hit in the head by a golf ball has prompted a review of safety at Candler Park. It's the most serious, but by no means the only example of errant golf shots coming from the golf course in that community.
And nearby residents got in touch with their councilman and asked him to do something. And Fox 5's Morris Diggs spoke to homeowners about those hazards.
It's just a small percentage of golf shots that go so far off course, those balls actually cause damage. But if you're the one who's struck in the head, the statistics won't matter to you. At an inexpensive public golf facility like Candler Park, there's likely a better chance by the numbers of having inexperienced participants who might spray their shots. The small Candler course shares acreage with park trails and the public city pool.
We did have a resident who was swimming in the Candler Park pool and was hit with a golf ball. When you're in the pool, you're not expecting that one of the golf balls could go in that direction. She was not gravely injured, but definitely stunned and in some pain for a week.
Neighborhood President Christina Hodgins says although the incidents are few, there are enough crooked golf shots for safety to be a concern.
Families are walking around the park every which way.
Some streets, like Terrace Avenue, are located right by the course.
I know that one ball did bounce and hit a resident. People who live on Terrace have told me they tell people who are coming over to visit not to park on the street or to park further down or to park around the corner because there is a high risk of your vehicle getting struck.
Amir Faroki, the councilman who represents Candler Park, introduced legislation asking the Parks Department to do a safety review. Would netting or some fencing help, for example?
Amir Faroki said he would not be doing anything, proceeding with anything, without talking to residents first, so that we're not doing anything that they don't want to see happen.
The next opportunity for there to be large numbers of the golfers and the families trying to coexist will be at the end of this month when Candler Park holds its fall festival. From Northeast Atlanta, I'm Morris Diggs, Fox 5 News.
All right, thank you, Morris. And